Hello students, welcome to biology class. In the chapter body movements, our next topic to discuss is about skeletal system. Our body functioning various types of system. In that, skeletal system plays a major role in our body. The human skeleton is an organ which is responsible for the skeletal system. The human skeleton is the internal framework of the human body. It is composed of around 270 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 bones by adulthood after some bones get fused together. So these we are going to discuss in brief. The skeletal system is your body's central framework. It consists of bones and connective tissues including cartilage, tendons and ligaments. It is also called musculoskeletal system. I repeat, it consists of bones and connective tissues where it includes cartilage, tendons and ligaments. A skeleton is the hard structure that protects the internal organ of a living thing. Skeletons can be inside the body or outside the body. In mammals, which includes human, the skeleton is made up of bones. The skeleton supports the skin, muscles and tissue and all the organs that inside the body. So the bone mass in the skeleton reaches the maximum density around age 21. So the human skeletons can be divided into two types. So that we are going to discuss now. The musculoskeletal system is made up of the body bones, muscles, cartilage, tendon, ligaments, joints and other connective tissue that supports and bind tissue and organ together. What was its function? Its primary function include supporting the body, allowing motion and protecting vital organ. The human skeleton performs 6 major functions. Please make a note. Support, movement, protection of blood cells, storage of minerals and endocrine regulation. I repeat, human skeleton performs 6 major functions. Support, movement, protection of blood cells, storage of minerals and endocrine regulations. First we discuss about support. The skeleton provides the framework which supports the body and maintains its shape. Movement. The joints between the bones allow movement. Some allowing a wider range of movement than others, like example the ball and socket joint. Allows a great range of movement than the pivot joint at the neck. The movement is powered by skeletal muscles which is attached to the skeleton at various sides of bones. Muscles, bones and joints provide the principal mechanic for movement. So these are all coordinated by the nervous system. So next slide is about major structure of skeletal system. The skeletal system is composed of 4 main fibrous and mineralized connective tissue: bones, ligaments, tendons and joints. Bone. What is bone? It is a rigid form of connective tissue that is a part of skeletal system of vertebrate and it is composed principally of calcium. So the bone is made up of calcium. You have 206 bones in your skeleton. Each bone is connected to other bones. Wherever 2 bones connect or join, you have a joint. Okay, so when the bone gets fused to form, okay, so that fusion we will call that as a joint. Tough bands of tissue called ligament holds the bones of a joint together. Ligaments are very strong, but they can bend to let your joints move. So in this slide you can see the skeletal system are of 2 types. One is axial skeleton and other one is appendicular skeleton. So in this picture you can see the axial skeleton which is marked red in color, right? So from the skull. Okay, so where it starts the red color. Okay, so the red color pigmentation here, which denotes the axial skeleton. Whereas in appendicular skeleton, here you can see the blue color mark indication. So wherever the blue color mark indication is present in the shoulder, and leg, so you can see the appendicular skeleton. So this snap which gives you clear information about the axial skeleton as well as the appendicular skeleton. So let us discuss each. The axial skeleton forms the longitudinal part of the body. It divides into three parts: skull, vertebral column, rib cage. Okay, so why we need this axial skeleton? Because it supports and protects the organ of head, neck and trunk. Okay, I will repeat the point. It protects the organ of head, neck and trunk, and it gives a major support. So next we move on to appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton includes the bones of limbs and bones that anchor them to the axial skeleton. Appendicular skeleton includes pectoral girdle, upper limb, pelvic girdle, lower limbs. So these are the appendicular skeleton. Next one is articulation. Articulation is nothing but where the joint meet, connect and or form articulation. So next we move on to study bone structure. Bones are organs. Thus they are composed of multiple tissue types. Bones are composed of bone tissue, fibrous connective tissue, cartilage, vascular tissue, lymphatic tissue, adipose tissue, nervous tissue. I repeat this point. Bones are composed of many types. They are bone tissue, fibrous connective tissue, cartilage, vascular tissue, lymphatic tissue, adipose tissue, nervous tissue. So these are the multiple types of tissues which is the bone comprises. So the bones are classified by their shape: long, short, flat, irregular. Long, the bones are longer than they are wide. Okay, so the long bones which is present in arms as well as legs. Short, usually square in shape, cube-like. Okay, so where this short bone which is present in wrist and ankle. Flat bone. So flat bone is flat in structure and it has a curved. Okay, so it is present in the skull and sternum. Irregular bones. The shape is irregular, so it doesn't have any shape. So that we will mean for odd shapes. So that is a vertebrae or pelvis. Classification bones on the basis of shape. So here in this picture you can see the long bones, humerus of arm, short bones, carpes of wrist, flat bone, parietal bone of skull, irregular bone, vertebrae. So this picture gives you the fully visualization about the classification of bones. Did you know? So what we're going to discuss now? Think. Yes, I'm just giving you a minute of time. Please think what we're going to discuss now. Yes? Yeah. Fun facts about bones. Okay, now we're going to discuss about what and all the fun facts. The first point. Adult human body has 206 of them. There are 26 bones in the human foot. The human hand, including the wrist, contain 54 bones. The femur or thigh bone is the longest and strongest bone of the human skeleton. The stapes in the middle ear is the smallest and the lightest bone of the human skeleton. So here we discussed about the strongest and longest bone as well as the smallest and lightest bone. So which one is the longest bone? Yes, femur or thigh bone. Very good. Yes. Now next we discuss about the smallest and lightest bone. Which one? Yes, stapes, which is present in the middle ear. So next we're going to discuss some other fun facts. Yes. Arms are among the most commonly broken bones, accounting for almost half of all adults' broken bones. For example, the collarbone is the most commonly broken bone among children. Bones stop growing in length during puberty. Bone density and strength will change over the course of life, however. Bones are made up of calcium, phosphorus, sodium and other minerals as well as the protein collagen. Kindly make note, students. Bones are made up of calcium, phosphorus, sodium and other minerals as well as the protein collagen too. Bones function as the skeleton of the human body. It allows the body parts to move and protect organs from impact damage. They also produce red and white blood cells in the bone marrow. So these all about the fun facts about bone. So we just do a recap session. So today we were seeing about skeletal system, what is skeleton, what is the function of skeletal system, and what is bones, what is the bones made up of, and the types of skeletal system, it is axial and appendicular, and we learned more about the fun facts about bones. Thank you, students.